Splatoon is a game series that I've not talked about at all, I think, on this channel. However, it's one of my favorite series of all time. I've played all three of the games, with Splatoon 2 in specific being one of my most played games of all time. And when Splatoon Raiders was announced back in June of this year for Splatoon's 10th anniversary, I was super excited. But upon rewatching the trailer recently to get a better idea, and now that the hype has died down, I've been kind of worried about this game for multiple reasons. So let's just get right into it. With the first reason being, well, Splatoon campaigns have historically sucked. It's always been the worst part about the game. And since this is a Splatoon spin-off, focusing on the single-player campaign, well, I'm worried, because I don't think the Splatoon devs will be able to figure this out. Because Splatoon has always been a multiplayer shooter first and foremost, and taking that aspect out and putting it into a single-player campaign, sure, some have been serviceable, like Octo Expansion and Side Order. I'd say those were pretty decent, but then again, they're just decent. They don't go beyond to truly make a really good experience that can stand on its own as a full price release. Because, yeah, this game is probably going to be $70, let's be real, it's modern Nintendo. And those games, or expansions I should say, worked as like $20 side campaign things, as, like a side thing for when you're a bit bored of online, which is almost never, but, they never really go beyond much more than that. And even the campaigns that have been bundled in with each game, Splatoon 1's was kind of just there, same thing with Splatoon 2's, and then Splatoon 3's was kind of just straight up bad, I'd say, and was nowhere near as good as the online. And every time they tried to make Splatoon's campaign bigger and better, it ended up just being worse. Like, Splatoon 3's campaign was supposed to be just bigger and better Octo Expansion, but it just fell on its face. The multiplayer map, not the multiplayer map, the open world, and I put open world in quotations, map is just kind of there. It's alright, I guess, but it's not like anything amazing. Like, all the times they tried to stray away and tried to make Splatoon 3 story bigger, it just made it worse overall. And then even when it comes to Side Order, which probably has the best gameplay for Splatoon campaign, it still wouldn't stand on its own for a full $70 release. It's more like maybe a $30 downloadable title almost. Not going to be what Splatoon Raiders is. And yeah, it just doesn't get me hopeful about Splatoon Raiders at all. And on top of that, with the premise of this game surrounding Deep Cut, the worst Splatoon idols, not gonna lie, it just has me worried. And on top of that, the graphics of this game look like trash. I thought they looked alright before, they kind of just look like Splatoon 3's, but looking back, the character models leave a lot to be desired. They still kind of look like Splatoon 3's, not much updating. And on top of that, when I first saw that skybox, yeah, that just looked kind of weird. It just kind of looked like a default Roblox skybox, I can't even lie. And it just feels weird that the graphics would be that bad, considering, this is a Splatoon game, developed by Nintendo, a company known for their optimization. And on top of that, most Switch 2 games, even if they started development on Switch 1, like Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders, Metroid Prime 4, all of them have looked pretty good, with the exception of Pokemon Legends EA, but that's Pokemon. Pokemon games pretty much always look bad, so kind of expected. But when it came to Splatoon, I expected the first Switch 2 title to look a bit less like Splatoon 3, and especially considering it's a spin-off, they could have embraced a new art style, nobody would have complained about that. And considering one of the biggest criticisms lobbied at Splatoon 3 is how it looks so similar to Splatoon 2, I don't know why they'd make a spin-off on a new console that's 20 times more powerful. and give it like the same models and assets as Splatoon 3. But you know, whatever. And yeah, you know, those are kind of just all my worries about Splatoon Raiders. I still want to be excited for this game, and we still haven't seen a ton of the game yet. For all I know, it could come in, blow my socks off. I wasn't too hyped about Donkey Kong Bonanza originally, but after that Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct, that got me fully on board, and now it's my game of the year. So, you know, anything can happen. I just don't have hope for it currently. Maybe when Splatoon 4 comes out, I'll be more interested in that. But until then, I'm probably going to be skipping Splatoon Raiders, especially if it's full price. Unless, you know, it turns out to be good. But, you know, who knows. And that's kind of all from me. See you guys later. Peace.